Hello, lovely people of the internet, and welcome back to the Weather Experience YouTube channel, where here we embrace the atmosphere. Hosted by your weather enthusiast, Spencer. Today is May 26th, 2020, and there isn't a whole lot of weather that's currently going on. I mean, there's a few flash flood watches and special weather statements for thunderstorms that are severe, but other than that, it's really not that busy of a day. But as you see over here, we do have excessive heat warnings and heat advisories, and even a special weather statement talking about high confidence and early summer heat wave for this week. So, with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing that I thought we would look at today is a temperature map. Now, this is on pivotalweather.com, and this is on the actual National Weather Service forecast for today. So you can see for a lot of the region, especially in Florida, it's also closer towards the mid to upper 90s, and a lot of the countries in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Midwest, like Chicago, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, even New York State, you're like in the 90s, upper 80s. And then again in California, Arizona, and Nevada, you have temperatures in the hundreds, 110s. I mean, that's kind of normal around this time of year. So let's take a look at the Southwest forecast. Wow. All right. So today it's going to be like 103 around Phoenix, um, like 89, 87 around San Diego, like 97, 102 around San Francisco, um, 83 around Salt Lake City. Um, Las Vegas is going to be toasty warm around 80s to 100s. Um, and so let's jump into the local view and take a look for the Phoenix area. So today in New River, the high forecasted is 99 degrees. In Peoria, it's going to be 103. In Buckeye, 104. In Phoenix, 103. In Chandler, 104. In Florence, 101. In Globe, 92 degrees. So today it's going to be very hot. So you definitely want to stay out of the sun as much as possible and stay hydrated. All right, so now we're looking at tonight's overnight lows, ending Wednesday, May 27th at 6 a.m. for the Phoenix area. So you can see in Phoenix, their low temperature tonight's going to be 74 degrees. In Buckeye, it's going to be 68. In Casa Grande, it's going to be 65. In Florence, it's going to be 67. In New River, it's going to be 71. In Globe, it's going to be 64. And in Payson, it's going to be 58. Now, if we take a look at the highs for tomorrow, it's going to be 108 for most of the region, only around 90 degrees, 92 in Payson, and 98 for Globe. So let's move on to the overnight lows for tomorrow night. So it's going to be relatively the same as today. It's going to be around the 70s, um, lower to upper 70s for some areas. Wow, so 77 in Phoenix. That's pretty warm. So let's take a look if they're going to see any rain over the next 2 days, and nothing is forecasted right now. Let's take a look at the winds. So over the next 24 hours, they can expect the top wind gusts to be up to 20 miles an hour, so it's not going to be too windy, which is good. Um, all right, so let's move on to our next area. All right, so next we're moving on to the Los Angeles forecast for today. This ends at 5 p.m., May 26th. So for Santa Barbara, it's going to be 75. In Thousand Oaks, it's going to be 92. In Los Angeles, it's going to be 89. In Santa Clara, it's going to be 97. In Lancaster, it's going to be 99. In Long Beach, it's going to be 79. In Anaheim, it's going to be 86. In Irvine, it's going to be 83. In Riverside, it's going to be 95. In San Bernardino, it's going to be 98. And in Victorville, it's going to be 96. So let's check tonight's overnight lows. So it's going to be relatively cool with temps between the upper 50s up until the lower 70s in some spots. So Los Angeles is going to be 64. In Long Beach, it's going to be 62. In Anaheim, it's going to be 62. In Irvine, it's going to be 61. In Victorville, it's going to be 63. In Thousand Oaks, it's going to be 56. In Santa Barbara, it's going to be 58. And in Lancaster, it's going to be 71. So let's check the highs for tomorrow. So tomorrow, it's going to be another steamy day, a little warmer. It's going to be 87 in Los Angeles, almost 80 in Long Beach. It's going to be 92 again in Thousand Oaks. It's going to be 102 in Lancaster. It's going to be 99 in Victorville. It's going to be 98 in San Bernardino. And it's going to be 84 in Anaheim. So tomorrow will definitely be another warm day for this region. Alright, so moving on from the heat, I thought we would take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, or the SPC website, and check out the severe weather that's forecasted for today. So, as you can see in the overview for day 1, it looks like there's a slight chance of risk for severe weather from western Wisconsin down through central Iowa. They're in the slight. In the darker shade of green, they're in the marginal chance from northern Missouri up through like eastern Minnesota. And then in the light green are just the chance for just thunderstorms, but non-severe. So let's take a look at the convective outlook. And so there's relatively about 9 million, 10 million people impacted today. So these cities include Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Des Moines, Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Rochester, Minnesota. So they are all in the slight risk area. And for the marginal, we got Charleston, South Carolina, we got Davenport, Iowa, Columbia, Missouri, Duluth, Minnesota, and North Charleston, South Carolina. So today it says there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms over portions of the upper Mississippi Valley. A few strong to severe thunderstorms are capable of producing gusty winds or brief tornadoes and are forecast today over parts of Iowa, southern and eastern Minnesota, and western Wisconsin. So today it's not going to be too busy of a severe weather day. If we look at the tornado probabilities, um, here's some areas and cities that are in the 5% chance of tornado risk, shown in like this darker red shaded color. So they include Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, Des Moines, Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Rochester, Minnesota. And then for the green, which represents a 2% risk of tornadoes today, includes Charleston, South Carolina, Columbia, Missouri, Duluth, Minnesota, North Charleston, South Carolina, and Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Now, if we take a look at the wind risk for today, there's just a 5% chance. Take a look at the hail, it's also just a 5% chance. So if we move on to the day 2 outlook, we can see, wow, there's around 18 million to like 20 million people that are going to be impacted tomorrow. So again, the light shading in green represents just the chance for occasional thunderstorms, non-severe. Darker green, we have marginal. And then we have slight in the yellow and even enhanced tomorrow across portions of central Texas. So the cities that are going to be in the enhanced risk tomorrow include Austin, Texas, Waco, Texas, Killeen, Texas, Round Rock, Texas, and Temple, Texas. And then the cities in the slight risk tomorrow are going to include San Antonio, Texas, College Station, Texas, Bryan, Texas, New Braunfels, Texas, and Schertz, Texas. And then the cities in the marginal area are going to include Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Montgomery, Alabama, and Mobile, Alabama. So if we take a look for the tornado probabilities tomorrow, it's just a 5% chance across portions of central Texas, including Austin, Waco, Killeen, Round Rock, and College Station. Take a look at the wind threat tomorrow. We have a 30% chance of winds that are going to be again in parts of central Texas, including Austin, Killeen, Round Rock, Temple, and Cedar Park. And a 15% chance of wind risk there includes San Antonio, Waco, College Station, Bryan, and New Braunfels, Texas tomorrow. If we take a look at the hail threat, there's a 30% chance of hail, including Austin, Waco, Killeen, Round Rock, and Temple. So definitely the cities in this area need to be aware for the severe weather threat tomorrow. Alright, so we came to the end of today's video, and I just wanted to end by taking a look at the live severe weather map of any severe alerts that are currently in effect. And there's really nothing, it's just a few special marine warnings that are one's off the coast of Brownsville to the east and off of Texas, and one's off to the north of like Fort Lauderdale. So I want to thank you for watching, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed.